Um, yeah, if my eyes is a little red right now, it's because I got lotion on earlier. But I'm good now. I really shouldn't have made this video right now because I don't really know the words to say right now. I'm just being left speechless. But these last couple of months, even through a pandemic, this just keeps happening. This just keep happening. Amar is, I mean, just this year alone. Let's not even talking about the past. Just this year alone. Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, now George Floyd, and then that black kid that got beat up by them kids in Iowa. There's other situations going on it's just heinous. And this needs to stop. But the problem is, how can it stop? It's no other way because it's like as long as the judicial system is just going to allow this to happen, as long as they're going to keep covering up for these fucking racist cops and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what? It don't even really have to be. They don't even have to necessarily even be racist. They can be the same skin complexion as me. And do the same thing. So, if a motherfucker want to say I'm about to start race baiting, oh, okay, blame your blame your motherfucking ancestors for that one, okay? Because guess what? We didn't create racism, y'all did. So, I'm about to go in. What I'm getting tired of with some of you is that I'm tired of that whataboutism shit. When you want to bring up every black man in this country who's done got killed, who's done got everything. Got killed, arrested, falsely, or whatever. Innocent. It's like you want to just bring up their past. When the past has nothing to do with that situation right now because they dead. And they died for no reason. They ain't have no weapons on them. You can't even walk. You can walk into a fucking construction house under construction. But due to the fact I'm black and I walked in just to look at it, I gotta get hunted down and killed because I'm in the wrong neighborhood. And you know what's the crazy part? If that happened and where I live at, and I live in the hood, I ain't bruh, nah, shit. I live in the fucked up, yeah. I live in the ghetto. This is where I was born and raised in the ghetto. You know? This is why my parents did try to put me through private. I see why now they put me to it, because they didn't want me to do it, but the only thing they just didn't realize, it don't matter how my education is, how my schooling is. This is what happens when they see us. You know? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy that my niece that just came in this world last year, my niece that just came in this world, me and her father is going to have to sit down, and her other uncle is going to have to sit down with her, whether it's a group or individually, when she gets older, to let her know how black people are treated in this country and be aware. And the crazy part is, it shouldn't have to be like that. It's like, no matter what, it's crazy how you just, an EMT worker, all you just doing is just laying in your house, getting some sleep, getting ready for work. Somebody busts through your door. Your boyfriend, your man who's the protector, everything, does just the right thing, shoots at them because you think it's a home invasion, not knowing it's the cops, because the cops didn't present themselves like it was the police. Because just think, you know what's the crazy part? The sad part about it is, I don't know, even if they would have said that it was the police, if that situation would have ended up the same. That situation probably still would have ended up the same result. Little girls getting in Detroit. The little girl in Detroit got just same thing. Little girl. It's like most of these deaths are just repeats of each other. It's just crazy. And as a black man, just as a black man, this is scary that I got to worry about my brother. Not only do I have to worry about my brother up the street getting jealous and envious or whatever, or another brother in the street who I don't know come masked up and rob me or shoot me, whatever, or want to kill me because I'm from another hood and shit. Somebody from my hood killed somebody from their hood, so they want to take it out on me. You know, it's just like it. Even though I know Ben Crump said it, but as much as I can't stand her and shit, I gotta agree with her. As much as I can't stand Gail King, she said it's an open season. Well, guess what? Now you know how it felt. But see, Gail King, now you know how I felt when people came at you about Kobe and shit. Now you know how that felt. Because y'all our characters is always assassinated, dead or alive. You don't appreciate us when we alive or nothing. You just wanna, you know, you don't care. And another thing that's really getting on my nerves and shit too is these. Not only is it the thing about the white people, I want to get back to that. I'm sorry for getting off subject because it's so, like I said, I wasn't prepared. I just felt, I just needed to get this out my heart. So bear with me. The thing that kills me is you always want to talk about what about everything, and then you push it to another level by politicizing it. Nothing needs to be politicized in these situations. Never. You want to kill me because I'm black, you know what I'm saying? You want to kill me, you think I pose a threat to you. But you don't know I got a college degree. You know? And that's another thing too. Some jobs won't look at me because even if I got a college degree, it's this. Some jobs. Not all of them. Just like not all cops are bad. But the thing is, each year, each time, it gets harder and harder to want to trust them. It gets harder and harder to want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost to the point, like, if somebody get killed in the street, so it's not even just them killing us and getting away with it. It's the fact somebody in these streets getting killed, a kid, a young kid and everything by our own people. And some people still don't got no justice because the police department don't want to do shit. They figure it's another nigga killing another nigga. They don't care. That's their point of view. I'm sorry. If it's raw, I gotta be raw and fucking uncut today. Because it's bullshit. I'm tired of it. That man, George Floyd, did not have to die like that. There was no fucking reason that he was on the fucking ground and shit. Begging for his life. And this is just a repeated cycle. It happened with Eric Gardner. All of a sudden, like maybe 6, 7 years later, George Floyd. Breonna Taylor. 6, 7 years ago, a little girl in Detroit. Police popped in, boom, bomb rush, killed her. 7-year-old little girl. Man getting shot in the back. You know what? The crazy part is, Shannon Sharp said it best the other day. Whatever. Damn. It's crazy when the last 400 years we all know what's going on. But just think about think about the last 200, 100 years that never was captured. When it was Jim Crow and segregation and the Black Wall Street and all this stuff. You know, and then the Harlem Renaissance where Harlem but you know, it was so corrupt, you know, and then you look at some of these movies and shit, even though some of these movies probably was silly, some of them had some deep meaning into it. Like when I look at Harlem Nights now and shit, even though it was a funny ass movie, I believe that's how the cops really acted at that time towards us. They found out we was making money, they shut us the fuck down back in those days and shit. They wasn't having it. On top of killing us. In cold blood. We all know about Emmett Till. We know the story about that. Rosewood, and that actually was a true story. Rosewood. And the crazy part is, we've been talking about this for the last hundreds of years. Hundreds of years. Not just the last few decades, hundreds of years. What's the solution? Because it's more, but as long as it's the systematic powers that be keep this going on, it will never be a solution, no matter how hard we try. There's so many brothers and sisters that's died for this cause. It's like, and that's another thing. It seemed like every time a black person, I probably said this in other videos, it's just amazing to me how you motherfuckers, you racist bitches, get mad when we staying silent. Okay, you do better when we staying silent, but when we speak up on it, we race baiting, we overreacting, where, you know what I'm saying, I didn't do nothing to you, why you looking at me and stuff like that. No. It's because shit like this keeps happening. And unfortunately, and it's crazy, that shit with Ahmaud Arbery, I could go on all day about that one. They killed that man in cold blood. Everybody keep all these racist motherfuckers talking about, well, why would you run up on somebody with a gun and they shot him in the hand, blah. Bitch. No. The thing that's crazy is because, they blocked him. Y'all did everything in the world to try to cover up from them three racist faggot motherfuckers and shit. You done everything in your power to defend them, no matter what, and everything. And this time, it's like, y'all want to use the Mike Brown, oh, he was a thug. Or Tamir Rice, oh, he looked like he was a criminal. Well, I wouldn't know he was 12 years old. He's too big. Okay, shit, I know some white boys that's the same motherfucking size as 12 years old, okay? It's white boys the same motherfucking size as 12 years old who are bad as fuck. Do the same shit. But they ain't dead. Eric, who else? Trayvon Martin, they should say all of us is all of us is the narrative, all of us is this, all of us is that. All of it, you know what I'm saying? It's like all the murders and shit like that. You should find all these excuses for these people, that these murderers and shit like that. You know, or what happened before that. It doesn't even matter what happened before that, because Even if it was just a petty crime, the motherfucker shouldn't be dead. That's my problem. People should not be these. That's the thing. I had to tell this to my white friend. It was about the Tamir Rice situation. I'm not gonna say his name. I'm not gonna put him out there. I'm not gonna because that's my boy. I love him like a brother still. But we did have this conversation, and thank God he listened to what I was saying. So I'll give him props for this. He listened, and he understood where I was coming from. He said I probably would have understood the Tamir Rice incident because if I would have seen someone that big with a toy gun, I would have probably think. But the thing is, I have to let him know, bruh, you was in the military. You learned one thing. The one thing they taught, I know they taught you in the military, is about protocol, procedures. That was a fucking drive-by on Tamir Rice. No if, ands, or muff. You didn't even. Every time I watched the video, but I don't know. I never heard the audio. But from what it looks to me, they just came up and popped him like another nigga over here will do. Pop another nigga in the car. That's exactly how I looked at it. And they want to say, well, he was a corrupt. They want to say dude was a criminal. They want to bring up all this shit. They even did the shit to Charles Ramsey, the dude they found the 3 girls and shit like that on the west side here in Cleveland and shit. They even try to pull up his shit. I'm tired of it. Then these motherfuckers want to talk about, well, this shit has happened in liberal cities and shit, and the liberal media is all. Well, guess what? Both sides is fucking doing it. You conservatives is no better. I'm tired of this. You the ones who create this narrative. You created that shit with Colin Kaepernick was trying to say. We didn't. You know what I'm saying? Then you got all these other niggas, sellout niggas talking about, well, shit. Why can't you just sit down and take your money? You know them white people gonna fuck with you? Man, sometimes fuck white people and fuck niggas and fuck everybody else sometimes. It's about your integrity. It's about what's in here. It's about what's in here. It's about what's right to you. Money doesn't mean shit all the time. Yes, you gotta survive on it. But like my nigga Spice once said, shit, I'd rather be a broke ass real nigga than a fake ass rich nigga. I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to keep talking about, well, what about what Obama did? Who gives a fuck about what Obama did? If you want to open your motherfucking eyes up, yes, it was killings, a bunch of murders that happened while Obama was in office. But, man, this motherfucker, there's a lot of murders. Okay, my friend just told me to calm down. But listen, there was a lot of murders that happened during Obama and shit. It's the motive, but so here's the thing. It don't matter who the president of, it's the motivation of the person. Be honest with you, and y'all keep saying Obama created all this race shit. Nah, this shit was been here. The problem is, that's why it's fake Republicans like it's fake Democrats. Because when Obama was running, most of you motherfuckers who are Republicans now was Democrats. You know what I'm saying? All because a black man was in office. Or he's Muslim and shit like that because he got a Muslim name. And you want to listen to an imbecile that's a president. Well, you know what I'm saying? You want to listen to an imbecile talking about birth certificates and everything, but he can't show his fucking school, his grades, or taxes and everything. Y'all want to get on Obama about this. Now, I'm not going to say I'm not saying he was the greatest president. Nah, I'm not saying that. Because I have a problem with a lot of presidents. I don't really know. Only problem I don't understand A lot of black people say he never did nothing for black people, and then white. But the problem is, when I listen to black people say he never did nothing for him, I can understand that more than why white people don't like him. But I don't know why y'all niggas thought this nigga was about to be coming in and be Martin Luther King and Malcolm X or Marcus Garvey or some shit like that. Medgar Evers, I don't know, that's your fault. You know, as a president of the United States, you got to. Don't matter how much this country done fucked us up over everything. You know. But that, you know what I'm saying, you gotta uphold, unfortunately. And the crazy part is, it's sad that he had to play that card, that silent black man card. And that's why that's the part I feel bad for him about, because he got blamed for everything and a majority of it was not his fault. But when you're a president, he took it like a man. This bitch in office blames everything on him and everybody else except for himself. He don't take accountability for nothing. And then what makes it even worse, most of his supporters are you people. Are you people. You racist motherfuckers. And the crazy part is, it's the same thing. It's almost the same thing. Black people thought Obama was going to be like Martin Luther King and Malcolm X or some shit like that. Y'all thinking this motherfucker going to be like, cares about you? He don't give a fuck about you. He don't give a fuck about none of us. You know what I'm saying? It was a one video I was saying that maybe, I think he's more greedy than he is racist. No, but here's the thing. There's no such thing as little racist or nothing. He's racist. That's the thing people need to learn. There's no such thing as a little racist. No, you racist or not. There's no in between. I'm sorry, I'm drinking a beer on this early morning, but I gotta call shit out. I'm tired. I'm tired of being a black man. Gotta walk. The only time I was just saying this yesterday. The only time I'm not really scared now, other than this quarantine, this pandemic shit, the only place I go is to the store. The corner store right there. And back. And maybe to a couple of my friends' house. That's it. You know? I don't go nowhere. I haven't been going nowhere. But more and more when you see these black people get killed, you are getting scared. In fact, before I end this video, I'm about to share a few of my. This is why when they say we need to shut, one of them racists say we need to shut the fuck up, and what's Black Lives Matter, we're a terrorist group, and they're a terrorist group, all this other shit. No, let me give you a few examples of why. My personal experiences. When was my first racial profile? Or racism, period. Of course, back in school, you know, people making fun, you know what I'm saying? I was the only black dude in the class at the time. I went through that a lot, too. But I didn't go through the racism like that. But it was certain jokes and shit, you know, whatever. But I'm not really going to count that one because we was kids and they ain't know no better. Some of them actually act more black than me now. But they didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to, I ain't going to fault them because they was kids. But I went through it. In fact, I remember, okay, when one called me a nigger and shit, I slapped the shit out of him. Well, I slapped the shit out of him. Then he called me a nigger. But his friends, the people he hang with, white boys, they told me I should have kicked his ass even more. I should have took that. White boys telling me I should have kicked his ass even more for calling me that. In 8th grade. Then, you know, high school, you know what I'm saying? You meet something, then, you know what I'm saying? Then you learn about your undercover races and shit like that. Now, those is true. Like, that's true. There's those undercover racist people that you wouldn't think are racist, and then they show it to you. I've been through that. But let me just get to the nitty gritty. My first one I remember when I was 21. Me and my friends just came from a performance. We was walking. We was in college at the time, so we had to take the bus. And police did a U-turn, came up on us, came up on my friend at the time, pulled the paper out, a wanted paper out, saying this guy looks like you. Now keep in mind the dude favored my friend at the time and shit. He did a little bit. The problem is the dude in the picture was 6'3". My friend is like 5'7". At the time he's 5'7". So I'm like, no, that ain't him. No, that ain't him. Not at all. All of a sudden, the cop called me, started going off on me, called me a dickhead, all this shit. Almost made us miss the bus and shit because the bus driver thought we was about to get arrested and we didn't do a damn thing. That's one example. Another example, coming down the street one night, late. I was going to college, still in college at the time. Came from a friend's house because it was a late class, so I went over, smoked and drank a little bit. Since, Tom wine, and then went in the house. I was just going in the house. Next thing I know, Vice just rolled up on me, talking about it was drug activities on the street that I live on, that still live on, down the street, telling me to get on the car, to tell me they got to check me because it was drug activity. So, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm like, okay, at the time, I guess I understood because I was the only person out. It was the fact that it was the fact when they had me on the car, they handcuffed, and that's the crazy part, they handcuffed me. Even before checking anything, they already handcuffed. I was already on the car. They checking my stuff and everything, checking my pockets, they checking everything. It's the next part that disturbed me. That had me shaking when I got in the house. Is when they pulled my pants down. They unbuckled my belt. They pulled my pants down. And they went into my... They opened... This happened 10 years ago. Or 11 years ago at this point now. They opened up my ass cheeks to see if there was drugs in it. If you want to know how violated I was, how violated I felt, I was shaking. I was shaking scared because it's like, even before all the social media shit, all this filming and everything, this before body cams and everything, I literally thought I was going to die. Because if I made the wrong move, even then, if I made the wrong move, and it started off with one police car. It was like 6 cars surrounding me. So when they found, only thing they really found that was close to paraphernalia, that I just simply forgot to throw away my white owl package with some shells in it. That's the only thing. And then they still had me, so then when they pulled my pants or whatever, then all of a sudden they still had me in cuffs. They're going to ask me, where was I at when the murder happened? And I'm like, what murder happened? And then they realized I wasn't what they thought I was. And they let me go. And you would think it would end there. No, it just kept escalating. It just kept escalating. The older I got, the more it escalated. The more when I was working the Browns games after work and shit like that, me and my friend had to get kicked out because our fucking pants was baggy. But we was in the bitch for like 6 hours and shit. They they kicked us out because this is after work and shit. We didn't even drink or nothing. Now, if you would have just said we didn't buy nothing and shit like that, fine, kick us out. But it's the fact you want to come up with the excuse that no, it's because we black. I done had it where I went to a bar, white girl gonna say white, blue-eyed white girl, Karen, Becky, whatever the fuck the bitch is, gonna say to me, I'm just simply having the conversation with a white dude, having a drink and shit. I guess they was all in the crowd. They all came together and shit. Then she just come up to me and said like,